I want to take you on a journey into the ins and outs of what this year meant to me, what patterns I've learned about myself, and what this is going to mean for 2024. January. Started off the year waiting for Ray Ann Lewis to be born at any moment. She was born on January 30th. We became parents to our second born child. February through March, this was a blur. We were fresh parents with little sleep for 6 weeks. We traveled a lot because of a family matter, and through it all, as a creative, I tried finding ways to be productive and still work on my business plans. But being a new daddy kind of got in the way of that. Instead, I made TikToks having fun with our little ray of sunshine. April, our wedding anniversary was this month, and we did something. I'll have to ask my wife about that. Meanwhile, I started back work and had to navigate a whole new way of living. That's getting a babysitter. So 4 days out of the week, I would take Ray, drive all the way into town, and drop her off. And just that act of driving out, that meant that particular time that I had, that was my me time, it either did not exist or I had to start way earlier for it to exist, maybe, possibly. And then during this time frame, I was also getting into doing the Nike fitness training, which was on Netflix. I was really enjoying that. They had these 10-minute exercises, so it was a way for me to get some exercise in without putting too much commitment time-wise. And it was something that I really, truly enjoyed for a little bit. And then I stopped. May. The months go on, and I started to have a good morning routine where I had to wake up at a certain time, but eventually I got lazy and my routine trailed off, turning into me sleeping in. More on that later. So I got this remarkable tablet as a gift, and it has radically changed my journaling. I ditched the 3 journals that I had for planning, daily journaling, business notes. Okay, so I just really got to talk about this tablet. I freaking love this tablet. And no, sorry. Save that for a different video. Thanks. Okay. June. My birthday was at the end of May and I turned 30. My wife called me old so many times that I started growing new gray hairs since. With my birthday money, I splurged on a dream deck. I bought a bunch of string lights, big beautiful plants, and some materials to build my own water fountain. Later I'll show some of the additions to this space. July through September, around this time I stopped my jewelry business due to just being overwhelmed, and I was burnt out, just fighting this uphill battle constantly over and over. I can't remember a lot that happened around this time, but over the course of the months I've been working on reorganizing my office, and then reorganizing my office, and then reorganizing my office. Guess what happens later on? In the meantime, I went and picked up a bunch of pallets to start building our patio furniture. I organized the pieces and bought hardware to help secure them. The only issue is I did one section and then never returned to the project. October. Several events occurred this month. First, we go down to visit family in honor of our firstborn daughter, Noelle Marie, who had passed away. In the last 2 years, we participated in this Angel Dash, but this year we did something a little different. We pretty much made up our own walk. Next, we went to a prayer retreat in the mountains in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Moments like these are rare. To have solitude, time away from the normal hustle and bustle, and be in God's presence. This is part of the yearly traveling that we've been doing. And then a little tidbit, at the end of October is also the anniversary of the beginning of my 2 heart surgeries. And I may have a video on this testimony next year. November, over the months I'd been developing this YouTube channel which started with a few other intentions and I think is ever evolving. I've been discovering what it is to be a Christian creative. It is unfolding daily, weekly for me. I forgot to mention, another thing I did with my birthday money is buy a year subscription to Skillshare. And from there, I took some classes on productivity. I recently bit the bullet and got to learn Notion. It has changed my life, and I'm still implementing it into various areas of my life. Going back to my morning routine, that had gone out the window over the last few months. Around this time, I started waking up at 7:15. with enough time for me to shoot my videos, avoid house chores that I specifically woke up to do, go running in the neighborhood on Saturdays, and then do some occasional journaling. So all this before Ray wakes up. Oh, she's already up. Now, I've been filming these videos since September, and for the last 2 months, I've been going through a creativity Bible study. A link to those videos will be in the description. December. So you know how I was talking about the many times that I had reorganized my office? It's December, and I'm doing it again. It is in a constant state of not quite done because I'm working with shelves that don't serve my current needs. I'm having to makeshift storage containers until I can get something a little more substantial to work with. My morning routine has become more consistent. I still wake up at 7:15. Now, looking forward, I need to get a better idea of what I'm really doing with my time in the morning so I can try to implement working out daily. Now, what have I learned about myself? I have procrastinated a lot. I have started many projects without finishing them. I struggle with being consistent, starting something and then losing the motivation to keep going. I base a lot of my actions, project management, and business plans on how I have felt. This is the biggest issue to me because it encompasses all the other issues. Now, what did I gain this year? We got a baby girl who has completely transformed our lives. It's not just me and my wife, it's us and Ray, a growing family. I've grown in my faith walk, having taken opportunities to preach at our church and overall just grow closer to God. And then although my journey to building a business from the ground up has been daunting and treacherous, I really can't see myself doing anything else. So I must push on and persevere. So this upcoming year, I want to focus on consistency. If I can learn how to become consistent, then I can repeat certain processes within my morning routine, my daily prayer, even my jewelry business can benefit from me being a little more consistent, as well as the YouTube channel and several other areas within my life. I also want to document more things throughout the year, just the different projects and things that I get into. When I was curating all the footage for this video project, I ran into an issue where I just didn't have documentation of things. Even projects that were fun for me to do, I didn't have any kind of record to prove that it happened. So I want to do some more documenting and kind of get more of a flow with that in the future. So this has been a look into a year in the life of a creative. I hope that you've gotten something from this. And I want to ask you a question to kind of close this whole thing off. What are you doing in the new year?